Hello everyone, welcome back to our chemistry class. So we are still in 2.3 electronic configuration part B. So in this video we will be discussing Aufbau principle, Hund's rule and Pauli exclusion principle. So there are three rules for assigning electron to the orbital of an atom at the ground state. The first one is Aufbau principle, second one Pauli exclusion principle, and the third one Hund's rule. So the first one, Aufbau principle. So Aufbau describes the filling of electrons in orbitals of lowest energy orbital first. Meaning to say, electron must be filled in the lowest energy orbital first and other orbitals in order of increasing energy. So how can we determine the increasing energy of the orbitals? So we have a diagram here. When n is equal to 1, it only has 1s. When n is equal to 2, it only has 2s and 2p orbital. And then when n is equals to 3, it only has 3s, 3p and 3d orbital. And so on and so on. So what will we do to the diagram? So we will cut the diagram from top right corner. So kita akan cut dia daripada 1s, daripada 2s begitu, and then 2p ke 3s, and then daripada 3p ke 4s, and then daripada 3d 4p and 5s, and then daripada 4d 5p and 6s, and then daripada 4F, 5D and 6P, and then daripada 5F dan juga 6D. So ini adalah aturan, okay? Aturan untuk itu increasing energy of orbital. So meaning to say 1s will have the lowest energy orbital, followed by 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 3d, 4p, 5s, 4d, 5p and 6s and so on. So we will fill in 1s first. Bila dia full, kita akan isi pula 2s dengan elektron. Lepas tu bila 2s itu full, kita akan isi pula 2p dengan elektron. Okay, apabila 2p full, kita akan isi pula 3s dengan elektron according to increasing energy of the orbital. So remember, the order of filling orbital is from 1s, 2s, 3s, 3p, 4s, 3d, 4p and 5s. Because the order of increasing energy is 1s, 2s, 3s, 3p, 4s, 3d, 4p and 5s. While this diagram shows the relative energy level of atomic orbitals, I want you to focus on the 4s and 3d orbital. Okay, as you can see there, 4s orbitals are at a lower energy level than 3d orbitals. So you will need to fill up 4s orbital first before the 3d orbitals. So let us take a look in example 1. You are asked to determine which one is lower in energy for the case of many electron atoms. So question A, you are asked to compare 2s and 2p. So this is easy, 2s is lower in energy. Okay, question B, compare 3p and 3d. So 3p is lower in energy. Question number C, you are comparing 3s and 4s. So 3s is lower in energy. And then question D, you are comparing 4d and 5f. So 4d is lower in energy. While question number E, 3d and 4s, 4s has a lower energy compared to 3d. Now let's take a look at the second rule, the Hund's rule. So Hund's rule said when electrons are placed in a set of orbitals with equal energy, degenerate orbitals, the electron must occupy them singly with parallel spins before they occupy the orbital in pair. So apa maksud degenerate orbitals tu? So degenerate orbitals are orbitals with the same energy. So contohnya adalah orbital 2p dan juga orbital 3d. So what does Hund's say? So Hund's cakap kita kena isi itu orbital singly dulu, baru kita kasih pair dia. So cara dia macam ni, katalah kita ada 2p orbital. So bila kita isi itu elektron, kita kena isi singly dulu begitu, all pointing up. And then baru kita kasih pair dia pointing down. Sama juga untuk 3D punya orbital. So kita tahu D orbital maksudnya dia ada 5 boxes. So kita buat 5 boxes di sana. So what we'll do, kita akan isi dulu singly, okay, going upward punya arrow. Lepas itu baru kita kasih pair itu elektron dengan going downward punya arrow. So let's take a look at example 2. So by using fluorine atom, write the SPDF notation and orbital diagram. So you are given fluorine atom in which the number 9 there represents the proton number. And in this case, the proton number is equals to the number of electron because this is a neutral atom. So the SPDF notation for this atom is 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. Take note there, when 5 plus 2 plus 2 is equal to 9, which is the same with the number of electron. So next, we will draw the orbital diagram. So orbital diagram, we have 1s orbital, 2s orbital, and also 2p orbital. So remember that you need to put the electron singly first before pairing it up. So in 1s, we put one upward and one downward electron. In 2s also the same. In 2p, you need to put upward first singly, and then you pair it up with the downward arrow. Next, for example 3, you are given calcium atom, okay, calcium atom, and you are asked to write the SPDF notation and orbital diagram. So the proton number for calcium is 20, in which the number of electron also will be 20 because this is a neutral atom. So the SPDF notation for calcium atom is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2. Yang mana bila kita kasih tambah 2, tambah 2, tambah 6, tambah 2, tambah 6, tambah 2, the total is 20, in which the same number with the number of electron. So for the drawing of orbital diagram for this question, kita akan guna platform punya type. So kita ada 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, dan juga 4s. So kita fill in the electron the same way kita fill in dalam boxes. So kita isi 1s dulu, and then 2s, and then 2p kita kena isi dia singly, and then baru kita kasih pair dia, and then 3s, and then 3p pun sama, kita isi singly dulu, and then we pair it up, and then lastly 4s. Next, let's take a look at Pauli exclusion principle. So apa yang Pauli cakap? There is no two electrons in an atom can have the same 4 quantum numbers. Masih ingat NLMS? So meaning to say, each electron must have a different set of quantum numbers. That's why the opposite spin of electron will be paired up. So for an example, we have 1s2. Okay, 1s2. So kita tunjuk dia dalam bentuk boxes supaya kita boleh nampak. So orbital 1s will have 2 electron. Okay, so electron yang pointing upward itu, okay, is when n is equals to 1, L is equal to 0, then m is equal to 0, and s will be positive half. Therefore, the set of quantum numbers is 1, 0, 0, positive half. Next, let's take a look at the other electron, the pointing downward. So n will be equals to 1 and L will be equals to 0. Therefore, m is equal to 0 and s will be negative half. So the set of quantum numbers will be 1, 0, 0, negative half. So this is what Pauli said. No two electrons in an atom can have the same 4 quantum numbers. And then each electron must have a different set of quantum numbers. So that's why when we pair up the electron in the orbital, it must be in opposite spin. So let's take a look at example here. So example 1 itu kalau kamu tengok, dia tidak opposite spin, dia same spin. So bila dia berada dalam keadaan same spin, the first and the second electron will have the same set of quantum numbers, in which this does not obey the Pauli exclusion principle. The second example also the same. Both of the electron is pointing downward. So the first and the second electron will have the same set of quantum numbers, in which this will disobey the Pauli exclusion principle. And the third way is how we write the electron in the orbital. It must be written in opposite spin so that the first and the second electron will have different set of quantum numbers. Now let's take a look at example 4. You were asked to determine whether the following orbital diagrams acceptable for an atom in ground state, and then you need to explain the mistake and then draw the correct orbital diagram. So let's look at example A. So as we can see there, okay, for example A, it is acceptable. Okay, why does it is acceptable? Because it obeys the Aufbau principle, the Hans rule, and also the Pauli exclusion principle. Next, for question B, as we look at the orbital diagram, we can see that it is unacceptable. Why? Because as you can see that the 1s is empty while the electron is filled in 2s and 2p orbital. So it is unacceptable because it does not obey Aufbau principle. What does Aufbau say? Aufbau said the filling of orbital should be in the lowest energy first. So this is the correction of the orbital diagram. So we must fill in the electron on the lowest energy first, followed by the next energy level. Next, for question C, D, E, and F, I want you to do it by yourself. The same also for example 5, I also want you to do it by yourself. For example 6, you are given that E is an element with proton number 20. you were asked to write the electronic configuration of E. So the electronic configuration of E is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2. Question B, you were asked to draw the shape of orbitals occupied by the valence electron. So how can we determine which one is the valence electron? So we need to determine which of this shell is the valence shell. So kita buat divider dia di antara itu shell. So kita buat divider di sana. So kita akan dapat yang paling hujung sekali adalah 4s2, meaning to say 4s2 is the valence shell. So dia minta kamu lukis shape of orbitals by the valence electron. So kita tahu dia 4s, meaning to say dia orbital 4s. So bila kita diminta lukis shape dia, sebab dia orbital s, maka dia punya bentuk adalah sphere. So kita buat axis dan kita lukis sphere and then kita lorekkan. Lepas tu kita kasih label 4s. And the last question, you were asked to give the sets of quantum numbers for the electron occupied the fourth shell. So the fourth shell maksud sini adalah apabila n equals to 4. So n equals to 4 cuma ada satu sahaja, okay, iaitu 4s2. So bila kita draw dia punya orbital diagram, so kita akan dapat beginilah 4s. Jadi dia minta kamu set of quantum numbers. So untuk yang upward punya arrow itu, okay, dia adalah apabila n equals to 4, L equals to 0, maka M dia 0, S dia adalah positive half. Manakala arrow yang downward itu adalah apabila N equals to 4, L dia sama dengan 0, M equals to 0, and S is negative half. So the set of quantum numbers, okay, the set of quantum numbers for electron in the fourth shell is 400 positive half and also 400 negative half. And lastly, example 7, you are asked to find the number of electron in zinc atom with orbital quantum number L is equals to 1. So first and foremost, we need to know what is the proton number for zinc atom, in which the proton number of zinc atom is 30. So the number of electron also will be 30. So after that, you need to write the SPDF notation for the zinc atom, that is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, and also 3d10. So let's take a look at example A. When L is equals to 1, meaning to say it is p orbital. So when we take a look at the SPDF notation, okay, there are two p orbital present there, in which 2p6 and also 3p6 orbital. So the total number of electron in the p orbital is 6 plus 6 equals to 12. Next, for question B, you have to find the number of electron when L equals to 2 and M equals to positive 1. So when L equals to 2, meaning to say it points to the d orbital. So when we look at the SPDF notation, there are only one d orbital present there, in which it is 3d10 orbital. So when we draw the orbital diagram for the 3d orbital, it will look like this. Remember that when L is equal to 2, meaning to say M is equal to negative 2, negative 1, 0, plus 1, and plus 2. And this will point out to the orientation of the orbital. So -2, -1, 0, +1, and +2. So when M is equals to +1, there is only 2 electrons present there. So the number of electrons is equals to 2. Next, for question C, you were asked to find the number of electrons when S is equals to -half. Okay, so let us take a look at the SPDF notation we wrote earlier. Okay, so separuh daripada elektron pada setiap orbital tersebut akan mempunyai nilai S sama dengan -half. So, the number of electrons is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 and plus 5. So, there is a total of 15 electrons when S is equals to -half. So that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next video. We will be discussing about the electronic configuration for monoatomic ions. So thank you for your time, guys. See you and take care. Bye bye.